What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jermell Charlo. Get this, Jermell Charlo, after his loss to Canelo Alvarez, calls out Terence Crawford, and he says, I want to fight Terence Crawford. F that. Jermell Charlo calls out Crawford after the loss. He says, I guess the winner of him and Brian Mendoza or whatever, I got to fight. I'm down for that. I'm down to fight whoever. He said before immediately setting the clear target, I want to fight Terence Crawford. F that. I could fight Terence Crawford in my weight division. I know he's somewhere around this joint. I'll fight Terence Crawford. Let him fight Errol Spence in a rematch and get that out of the way. I'm about to get back in training. Don't worry about it. Those are the words of Jermell Charlo, and let me counterpunch. We heard this after his loss last night to Canelo Alvarez at 168, but he is still the champion, the unified champion, not the undisputed, but the unified champion, the former undisputed champion at 154. And you know what sticks out to me reading this about Jermell Charlo? He doesn't believe Errol Spence is going to beat Terence Crawford. Because if he thought that Errol Spence was going to beat Terence Crawford, he would have never be calling out Terence Crawford, knowing Terence Crawford has to fight Errol Spence. Counterpunch. Right? And he thinks that Terence Crawford is going to beat Errol Spence, and he wants Terence Crawford. Now, here's the thing. Terence Crawford has a lot. He has good cards. He just hasn't played them yet. You know, why would you fight Jermell when you could fight Canelo? You think Canelo would have no objections for Crawford coming up to 168, undefeated, also undisputed? You think he would want to fight someone else? Maybe so, because if he does, it'll prove that he knows Crawford is a special talent. Jermell was never really regarded as a special talent. He's a fighter with a lot of accomplishments, and he's in his career and his resume is a lot better than his brothers, but that doesn't make him special. It makes him a good fighter, but it doesn't make him a special fighter. And I think Canelo Alvarez knows that, and he claims that, well, I won't get credit for beating Terence Crawford, just like Crawford won't get credit for beating Tank Davis. But, oh, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I think if Terence Crawford goes up there and fights Canelo Alvarez and beats him, he will get credit. But Canelo won't beat him, it will. But he wants full credit for Jermell Charlo, so why not Terence Crawford? Okay, counterpunch. So I don't think that Terence would want to fight Jermell Charlo based on his performance or regardless of what he has. Now, sure, if he wanted to fight the easiest fight, he would fight Jermell Charlo. He could do that. Or he could wait for Jermell to fight Zoo. And if whoever wins out of Zoo, he could do that after fighting Errol Spence, which I'm sure he's going to beat Errol Spence. Okay? It's a bad night for Texas people. It's a bad year for Texas all around. You know, maybe the couple wins from AJ, but, you know, those were build-up fights, not championship mega blockbusters, okay? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Jermell Charlo calling out Crawford. And by the way, people, I think Jermell Charlo didn't come to fight against Canelo, but he will come to fight against Crawford. And I think what will happen, he will be stopped too. If he was rocked by Castano, he will be stopped by Crawford, okay? Because Crawford is not coming to F around. He's not coming to play no reindeer game. Shout out to Virgin in this piece. Okay? So, no, he's not playing any games. So he will come to stop whoever's in the ring with him. That's why I fancy a fight between him and Canelo. Okay? Or him, really anybody, because Crawford doesn't have a boring fight if he's stopping people and dropping people and beating people. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Jermell Charlo calling out Terence Crawford, the other undisputed champ, at 147. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.